decent info for the rest of the team.
What a control given up. Oh my, Chichu. Cheeky with a peek, but it's a head ripped clean off, and here's that showstopper. Earned up, primed and ready. He's going to be running out. What is that?
That's unbelievable!
Ludicrous stuff from Kong Kong. Pulling that one out, it's our opening game, man. You're going to hold some of it back still, Nats. Tucked up, ratty position at that, but he's traded nevertheless. And here's where the fight really kicks off, straight through mid. There's going to be another kill found with Kamek. Can't quite find it. Camo off to the side as well, and he finds that stray shot. Slightest of angles to work with, and Simon is left alone. Back against the wall. Two targets to deal with. Knows the rough positioning. Heads on a bloody swivel.
Yeah, we've got to see the replay of this.
Man.
Oh, that is one of those filthy shots!
Middle of it, but there's smokes in their face up towards heaven, and Camo still causing all sorts of difficulty. He hears it, the rumble, the footsteps! My God, man! He's ripping them to pieces, and Kang, knives in hands. You have to do more than slice and dice. You need a bloody miracle, but maybe he's the man for the job. Could potentially do it. Time ticking, though, getting away from him, and Camo knows it. Play to the win cons, doesn't even give him the fair fight, and doesn't even let him save these. Clear out these players towards the backside of pit, though. They're going to be problems. Smoggy with the plan, anything to push it back. It's a Hunter's Fury, but guess what? He's committing it. Smoggy, hey up. Narrowly avoiding it. One burst connects, but not the second or the third, so he's still alive here to play a bit forwards, but the positioning is expected. Predictable. Kiko happy to capitalize, and he takes it one step forwards. Camo up onto the flank, dodging, juking. Chichu can't see a bloody thing. Blind as anything, yet still wins that fight out. Dominates the angle. It's important to control a main, and Simon with the slam bloody dunk.
Not quite just yet, and once he does toggle it, pretty much reveal all, but they're going to be able to get forward here towards the side a little bit faster. Yeah, there's a trip, does get a catch. Hunman just trying to hold things down over for Waterfall. Flashback trying to stop, get in there on the opposite side. Cannot double break! What just happened? Tap after tap, freeing, shuts them down, and says, no, he is ours.
He is electric. That is crazy. That second tap is so good. Right there for the finish onto the ace. And the pop-off as well.
From on Dark Horse at first strike to one of the biggest stages in Into the hands of second. Force off his opening angle. Stealth drones fitted out on either side. It's the break the TP now in towards Hell. Second. There's the re-pick, and wow, Hunman, what is that pick?
Jeez.
It's the one tap to shut him down. Oh, stranded here on the floor, and now the neural theft as well. Invested. Flashback goes ahead and scoops up the op for his own purposes.
On cooldown.
Bane's got a rolling thunder.
All missiles away.
Is he gonna use it right towards the link?
Armageddon's gonna be sent out. Bane repositioning. He's just gonna go ahead and send it. Youngman on the peak. He's able to find one, but John QT mows down two with the Armageddon. Oh, the Mako. Clings out, finds the rate and flashback. Up in towards B. Smoke there. Cage gonna be popped. Trying to create some of that pressure. This is right there alongside it.
Oh, John.
Meanwhile here, in heaven, John QT opens things up. Youngman gonna be shut down. Gantry power widely taken away from DRX. The second continues to play forward. Narrate here backing him up. 20 seconds remaining. DRX gonna have to try to ham-fist this one, it would seem, but continue to bleed out. Members of flashback comes up with two. John QT able to trade one back. It's Bane down to 5 HP. He's desperately trying to get himself forward here onto the side, but the Armageddon is going to be called in. It cuts off the sight. Does he find a tiny sliver? It looks like he has. Avoids the blast radius. The spike in play. This round not over yet. John gonna look to try to drop out. But he's only got 6 health. He has to reroute. And now the site is firmly in control of DRX. The IGL, the captain, asked to be the hero. Slowly creeping forward, but paying no credence to the Cubby.
With a haymaker.
That was going to be used to try and take that side control. Now we know no pushback from T1. It's going to be that retake setup, including the flash onto the side, the thorns through main. A deep push through the north side as well, so that putting the squeeze on any potential player. Meteor feeling pressure. That flash is good with the connection at least, but trying to isolate this fight down towards Sand and main. This is brave from him, but he's received the backup. Team's alongside him, and while this is going on, all that noise pressure, Trex might be just working his way into the B site. They're going to be committing the plant though, so not going to go for this one, at least with a roll in front of that does push them back and away, and T1 want to try and flood into this. Tucked into the site, is there any defense in order? Durka coming alive, and no one clearing this guy out.
I said he had to come alive, but they breach-ulted him and didn't clear him!
One-man army!
They're not clearing him!
They're not clearing shite!
As he's planting and allowed him to ace. Buzz is frolicking through the meadows there, jumping around. They heard the plant noise
It's absurd.
and breach-ulted the site! Are you not gonna look? We are having some insane rounds here. But I'll tell you what, Vitality needed that.
Probably need the kill still.
Nobody committing to the flank for the retake, all coming through CT.
Yeah, that's what Old's committed. Orbital strike to try and cut up this site, but nobody's ready to even play off of this one. It's an unusual one by T1. They want to try and go for this once more. Trex.
Steel guard.
Planting, Steel Garden. Sidearms out. Time to shine.
It's a pistol round.
They're being absolutely offloaded in terms of, every single piece of util ultimates all being used. Nightfall on top of it. Durka cut up into the corner here, but the rifles are back out and ready and waiting. Trex, he's found himself too. Drifting in and out, they need to time these fights correctly. 1v2, safe, almost monstrous.
He's not overextend, but he's in a whole heap of trouble now.
Certainly is. TP gets taken. Valen's in there. No idea. Perfect pinch. Perfect use of the ult. I wanted it. I get it. Oh, but they're fighting back. Trace! They don't care. They just barrel into the site and bring it back to a 2v2. No right to do that, but somehow make it happen. And now G2 want that plant. They want the time on their side. Some advantage. Leaf is prowling, patrolling in the ult himself. Bianca praying that some of this spray works. They're going to walk this. They're absolutely going to walk this. Oh my god, that was so close. Trent's the one to get it, and now just one man against the two. A brutal altar walk in.
Hello?
What are we up to? That drops the pit. Suddenly this becomes so much more doable, and Trent left in a world of trouble. The cross ain't pretty, and this is now getting messy. This is looking like composure's on the line. We've got the utility coming out, and the pressure is there! Trent goes down! Unbelievable, but does he have the time? Yeah, he does!
got it.
He absolutely does! That is gonna look close, but I swear to you, he's got this one.
No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't, I love! That's a confidence builder here for Trace going forward. This looks like a very explosive piece towards that B site. I don't think you're getting out of this alive. Wait, they managed to hold it in the door. Jogamo, though, from the back line, gonna take away two. This is his site already. Maybe a third. Yeah, it's a third! He's gonna make up for the last round by basically getting you another. Jogamo is ripping them to shreds. One away from the ace.
I'll tell you what, it is nice to see Jog back on the big stage. But Low King with so much to do against him. Trent's got his number right on the side. That'll tie things back up for G2. He's down with a, what was there, a judge trying to run him down in Jonah P's hands? Then the double flash, Jaw's behind it. By the way, Jaw then, with a paranoia going up towards heaven and the ultimate going into Link, takes the fight into Waterfall. Then as soon as Link opens up, he's flashing in.
I kind of held them to a high standard here. I wanted to see big things from this team. If you're going to be that high tier, stand up to the test. Jogamo again, absolute control, chaos, 3 big kills. And this man is just something else. Low King, have fun.
Dude, it looks like he's playing ranked.
It's
like, hey, you're not supposed to be jumping there in professional play.
Just an execute into the B site. Durka, no chance in the air yet again.
The worm smokes on a global stage. You love to see it.
An interesting one. Bane playing inside the smokes. He's become a worm himself, and they spotted him. He'll get out and over and dip away to safety as well. Vitality, though, still a lot of players ready. When these smokes fall, it's going to be a brawl, and it doesn't go well for Freeing. Bane trying to reply back, but overwhelming odds! They only had a half buy. And Vitality now up 4-2. But Hyunmin, the hero of last round, arrives yet again and knows exactly where Les is. Can't take the risk yet. When will he fight? Perfectly timed. Hyunmin, another opportunity, and he rises to that occasion as well. But was it enough? And the 1-on-2 is flashback. Spotted out by the ult. A double swing from Vitality. As the advantage's been passed over to Durka.
Hard to get these fast execs into the B site though, because Kix always has the stun ready. TRX this time bait that out, now into back
Les
site.
is still top site. Is anyone looking at him? Hyunmin, just in the nick of time, takes a peek above him and deals with the Brazilian as Hyunmin himself just gonna take this site basically alone. Durka on the timing to fight in, and he dips into his own clone, loses sight.
Trying to use the clone as a shield is crazy. But DRX still having position in backside and B main. Vitality have a lot to do. Dash up on top side. Durka might actually have it in him. I mean, he's just dancing around him right now, freeing, holding his ground, but as the classic comes out, Durka gets a third. Vitality on pace to potentially steal this round away. Durka on 4. Durka holding up to half. Flashback comes into him, and Durka sits him down. It's the ace for Vitality's duelist.
And on the verge of breaking records doing it. All 5 kills in this round. I mean, the positioning, the way he isolated these fights, saving bullets in the Vandal there.
2 bullets to get that kill, then he gets into the knives. I mean, his pathing's just crazy.
It's just cinema.
It's going up through mid. Didn't even catch that.
But Hyunmin is all the way past it. And Safe on this site is completely alone, is forced to teleport out. DRX yet again have B.
It's nice pathing though and being up on Rafter. Okay, he gives up the spot, that's all right. DRX are gonna have a relatively simple plant.
Vitality have the rocket on Durka, but the plant has already made it down. Breach is late on the rotate, but a stun combined with the rocket will be strong.
There's tons of stall, right? Both breaches full utility, but here's the Nightfall, here's the retake.
The volley of util goes both ways. Durka trying to find a target with his rocket. He gets nothing. And now DRX will flip back into the site, safe for the first. Hyunmin needs to reply, but he just hasn't found his fight. Vitality, overwhelm. And it comes down to the luck of the draw for DRX as they desperately try and spam through the smokes. Kicks his horn.
Why is it working?
Spams them again. Safe needs to protect Les.
Time!
They're trying to stick. The spam. It doesn't connect. How? In the open. And there's still 2 players in main, but the players on site, they are in trouble. Util flooding in. Hyunmin waiting for the stun to fade. He gets a kill. Another for Hyunmin! Incredible from the Yoru. And now a 1v1. Flashback versus Vitality's IGL and Safe.
He's trying to get to keep his life here. Looks like he's trying to back towards A. He was looking like he was indecisive, and he's punished on that. Effective trades, at least for now, until nobody tips the scales. Sight looking somewhat secure, but the spike did get dropped. So the plant should be on the cards next.
This is going to buy time for the rest of G2 to get close. Jorg flashes out immediately. They don't have much more util for the retake.
Yeah, looking for that reposition towards Art here. 2 of them posting up in this post-plant. Chichu dedicated towards the site, but G2 starting to take those steps, trying to be bold about it. Chichu, the first contact made. Jorgamo clears. Jonah P bringing it all down to Smoggy! What is that for a begin? Timing on the Owl drone at least. Big info off of that. You can now see maybe a little bit more dedication on the rotation. Ult on top of ult here, so this is about to get rather messy, isn't it? Does EDG continue forward? Do they pause? It looks like Kong wants to go for it, which feels a little too bold for me, but a plant is being facilitated. But Jonah P still wants more. Still on the site. Still controlling the space, and G2 looking to try and pressure this as quick as possible.
They've also got full Art control, nicely planted for Art as well. Leaf needs to be a disruption in the flank, and it's shut down.
Oh, Chichu so on the money! Takes away Leaf, that removes one of the really viable approaches of holding this. Jonah P trying to stick through, at least get towards half, will take the damage, and Chichu taking names! EDG! Already right off the rip, you've heard it going in. And it's pacey. They're not pulling any punches with this.
Kong uses ult to be able to get into secret here. And then there's a little pause, waiting to see if there's a response from G2. They're running fast rounds when they think Leaf has an op.
Yeah, but they've got to identify where these players are. They are so stacked towards pit. Trent is looking to maybe play off what Jorg's going to get here, but they're going to have to do this together. Good synergy, it's there! Trent with a good pick towards Simon. Now the rest of G2 need to stay up to this sort of pace here. Finally, Jonah P going to get a clear kill, no trade. Kong and G2 asked a lot of. G2 has been golden so far, and a big opportunity. Oh, he's still fighting! A huge 1v2. He knows about Leaf. Does he know about Trent still? 7 bullets, 17 HP, and a bit of a dream. But Trent can make this one all but over. All but tears in the rain. Trent trying to call him forward. G2, he answers the call!
And Jonah P's position is just containing them. They know exactly where EDG are going to end.
Yeah, no doubt about it, but a missed shot for Lee does give them at least a chance forward, right? Maybe a second go, but he fancies a second. Right of the cherry, big shot, nobody goes down, good trade. Valen falls, and step by step, the site's getting more and more EDG controlled.
Here comes Jonah.
Waiting for that eventual crunch, but they're looking towards it. Jonah P bides his time. We saw what happened with the patience before. Does it strike again? But these two players can't fall here. Leaf can't go down. Trent can't go down. And EDG want to remove them, but the eventual close comes in. Jonah P, hold on, it's all on Jonah P. How is this turned around? Kung and Smoggy lean forward, take the fight to them, and put Jonah P in a 1v2. Looking for the first Smoggy, tucks in, he's gone down for the 1v1. Oh, what is that? Jonah P! Kung, Simon and Smoggy gonna have to stand together. Sends back Jorgamo. Another chance here, down to 3v3 now. Simon's unrelenting. He fancies some more. He's gonna get more. Leaf gonna deal with him, but it's traded out again. 2v2. Time now starting to become a factor here. G2 need to try and disrupt these final two players. And Leaf the one to put his body on the line, put his life on the line. Leaf?
No way.
Leaf?
No.
Leaf!
Oh!
Unthinkable! Flash behind him, but why do I feel this always just favors Kung at the moment? The rest of the team making it over now, the utility, the odds, everything poured on. Kung dealt with Leaf now with a new lease of life, but nobody! Back-to-back impact! EDG starting to clear on through, and Leaf just wants to live! You don't get that chance! Nobody applying pressure! Valen punching back! It's still a 2v2. Jonah P, lovely little off angle here. It's Valen being dominant!
Really nice stuff from them.
Out into the open, here goes Funk Buzz, however, able to just dance around some of those shots, finds the headshot and puts him down. Up and not going to be recoverable here for the moment, but oh, the TP for it from Looking. Very ill-advised. Immediately, gun scooped up. 2-player advantage here for the side of T1. As they look to win out this eco, something that they were damn good at doing over in Kickoff in Pacific.
Meteor still thinks he's playing Sentinel. Hiding behind the box over here.
He's tucked in, waiting for any kind of noise. There's a push for the right click. Finds it! And he gets the transfer on to Kai! Oh, this round!
Another attempt at T, but T1 kind of ahead of the curve here.
Oh, showstopper to open things up. That's going to be Buzz and Sylvan both taken down. Gets the trade on to 1, but double casualty. Certainly not something that T1 were looking for.
Where does that land? Buzz was on the box. Sylvan, I thought, was underneath him. Nice shot, though, from Fung Fung.
Must have been enough splash just to be able to take them both down either way. Best opener that Trace has had in a while. It's undercut, forcing Kai back. Meteor pushing forward, instantly finding the headshot. Gets the reset here on the shield. Double tap in play. Nice. As the double swing comes through, Bianc will be able to take him down. A 2v3 now. Zizu going to be noted. The Def getting the reveal. Oh, he gets the one tap. Oh! What is that trance? They're going to break, they're going to foul. As it immediately gets a catch. Strafes across, Paranoia just going to be holding it down, but he's close enough to spot out the outline. Turns back. Gets the 180 onto Looking. And now the spike is stranded. No hope in hell. As Stacks looks for an ace. Kai's so very low, but he just can't quite give it to him. Sylvan will try to secure a post plant.
Izu hasn't played this position before.
It is a bit of a change-up. Double blast pack still available. Showstopper out and over. Can't see a damn thing. And Izu now ready to strike. Transfers once again on.
And it's fast, and they catch both trips.
Yep. Clear it out. Cam getting a tag on a 1. Cyber Cage is now popped. Izu just kind of dancing around, re-peeks it. Meteor, however, going to be taken down. Izu now striking, finding 1. Looking noted there in back plat. Ooh. Still alive, however. As Buzz sends out the dimensional drift. The plant getting ready to come through. 1 player going to be spotted out. Stacks pinging, noting them both. Oh, goes for such a close timing and is able to find it. Moments before, Looking to get his weapon drawn back out. Buzz now holding the corner of Kai, able to find the headshot. The knife is absolutely in.
The ultimate, but he must have assumed that it was in pit instead of being on top of the box right behind it.
Yeah, a bit of confusion there. Yeah, Team Liquid.
to give up any sort of space whatsoever. Look at that, no effect reveals all Zekken. Just lit up, and now rolling thunder right into Spawn. Try and hold your ground down, but stunned up once more. Camo is taking liberties. Whatsoever are they? Drone to lead the way, up top. Blade Storm in hand, Zekken. Slices and dices, but finally gets his target. Drops him down, 70 HP left. Paranoia connects, but a lot to deal with here. Wait a second, still the open box with a cloudburst into the back. That signifies absolutely everything. Return to the fire, Paddy's there. Equivalent exchange, but still with that player disadvantage for Liquid. John with the plan, he's alone onto the site here, giving it up almost entirely. Just the Sentinels playing off. John's got to be a bit of bait for them. Maybe if he can pull out some of that util from Liquid. Good anchor smoke as well for him to play around, but Nats is fully aware of this one with the shorty. Yep, skipping a hop. Straight into his face. Still, only 2 players left alive now, and Team Liquid have got a lot to do. They're off left again, revealing positions. But everybody dropping, and speaking of dropping, Nats with a perfect lineup! The damage done! Oh, yeah, he has to just jump out wide. No one was watching his back. I felt like he was forced to make a fight! You cannot drop the ball like this! Nats, defuse, sticking, smoke in his face, he's got that safety here! Right clicks with the classic, but Arm's been hurt, 5 bullets left! Bang! DP's off and around to the side here, bang! There's the challenge, flashing up and over, there's a dart on top of it, it's too much to overcome here. Players weren't in position, as you mentioned, Sentinels were anticipating a mid-play. Slowed down a bit now though, Zekken with the operator in hand. It's going to be awkward to try and play this retake, unless he's gifted one, which he is. The deep peek by Kiko does not come up with anything at all. Team Liquid, it's an aggro hold out towards the back, and god damn man, I mean Zekken, he's not slowing down. Alongside his team, the blades whistled away, Kamek with a chance, potentially to contain. Approach in through the B side, looking to try and squeeze these players and see if they can listen, man. Team Liquid, they're doing damage, but right and bang, he sidestepped the damage. The bullets while they're at it, out through the back, they weren't expecting that kind of timing. Nats, he's straight in the fray, straight into the fight.
Down B.
Running a mockery over all of them. John QT, that's an Armageddon expended, but way ahead of this one. It's a slow ult at that. Isolates the one, but does he know where Camo is? Does he know where Camo is? The answer! They're out through short, still.
You can't lose this to Nats. You can't lose this to Nats.
But he is the definition of a ratty player. He defined it, man. Made it popular. No coverage inside! Nats! God damn!
Here in towards Halls. Paint shell up and over the top. No one there really to receive the damage, however, is freeing here on the stairs. Swing out from Buzz, though, finds the headshot. Bane, though, transfers over, finds 3. Sylvan, Buzz, Izu, all going to be taken down. It's a 4. Before the off needed to find value, and value has been found. Mongo going to be taken down. His stacks looks for a little bit more. Izu gets a second. Escapes into the dimensional drift. Narrowly escaping, just trying to buy some time as Meteor with that Vandal. Looks to try to prevent this spike plan. 7 seconds remaining. Flashback, finding Meteor. Rotates around towards backside. Izu finds a third, and he gets the 4th!
To lean on, but they do like to go for these explosive B approaches with this sort of thing, and it looks like, once again, they're at least implying this early.
Yeah, that smoke to teleport into, Jet can dash into the site. We'll see how aggro we're getting. Look at that with the Bucky. Already trading 1 for 1, and Team Liquid are still on a warpath. Kiko diving in towards C Link, but Trent has done well to slow this hit down.
Trent's done exceptionally well. He's kept them in this B site. He's kept them in the numbers game. He's kept them in a man advantage. He is the hero that they needed right now, and he might have to still keep going. Kamek and Palitek alive here. They can hit the pause button for a second.
Big drone.
Yeah, but they don't get much off it, sadly. They're looking for almost a slam dunk. They're going to force a swing. Uh-oh,
beautiful.
What the hell? They're making it work. Jorgamo going to strike back. It's all on Kamek in a 1v1. Operator for Jor. He's got his ult as well, as does Kamek. But again, in these situations, how does this unfurl? Kamek going walkabout's completely unknown. Jorgamo took the TP out and back.
TPing out into A, I love it.
Nice, oh, Nats is in actually a whole lot of trouble. He's going to try and run this side. There's no escaping it, looks like, but he's found a pocket to play from. And there's Camo to take away Jorgamo. But madness on the site itself. Plant is not secure. Nats is still here. He's been left with this site. He's in control of it again. It doesn't matter the number or the odds. He's always good for it. Nats is outstanding.